Hey everybody, if you're curious about what's going on in our local housing market, if you're in the market to buy a home soon, you're thinking about selling a home soon, then pay attention to our housing market update here for the month of October 2023. And we're going to get into lots of different data. But first off, the first data piece we want to get into is the amount of homes for sale, what pending, what sold, kind of gives us a direction of the market in a little snippet here. So Richard, you want to jump into this first chart?
Yeah, well, the first chart, if you're looking at it, is the light green is for sale. And we see that 2 months ago, that kind of popped up a little bit for us, which was good. But now it looks like it's lining out. Last month was 287. This month was 290, so it's lining out.
Yeah.
We wish that would go up a little bit more, but at least it did come up some. The red line is the pendings, and we see we're just kind of floating along there, 174, 197, and then this last month was 189. So we're not seeing a spike either way. It just looks like it's trying to level out. And last but not least, the solds, they look pretty leveled out too. So in a nutshell, we're leveling out here. I hope that we'll see a little bit of a pump up here in the near future.
Well, yeah, if you're a home buyer in today's marketplace, you're thinking about buying, I mean, the last 2 months is a good indication. We're starting to see a little bit more listings. We had almost, 4 or 5 months there in a row where we were really, really low in the spring and the summer, where typically those are months where we have a lot of inventory.
That's right.
So we're kind of, 2023 has been a weird year. We've been kind of flip-flopped in a sense, but if you were to look back 1 year ago, so we're looking back to September of 2022, there's 526 listings on the market. And September of 2023, just 290.
Half.
40% less or something like that, a lot less than normal. And it's caused really the amount of sales to be as low as they are, just 169 home sales last month. Here in the city of Stockton, considering we are a population of over 300,000 people, that's not a lot of homes moving in the marketplace today. So with that, let's look at our next slide, which is, actually I want to take a peek at the price per square foot in Stockton to see if that's been adjusting and where it's at. So let's look at that one next. All right, here we have the average price per square foot in the city of Stockton. And this is kind of a good one to monitor over time because you can kind of get a sense of the overall direction of an area. And, as you know, this takes into account luxury homes to fixer-uppers and everything in between. So the average price per square foot last month was $279. It's off its bottom of earlier this year. You can see there's a couple in the 250 ranges. So it's come up since the winter months of 2023. But that's pretty good news. This is one that we just like to follow because it really can show some trends in an area over time. And here we can see it's gone up and it looks like it's kind of flattening out. But let's jump over and take a look at the average sold price of homes in Stockton.
And on this chart, the dark green line is for sale. Looks like that's lining out pretty good since we were at 564 last month and this month still 564. So lining out at the average list price for sale.
Yeah.
Now the red line, which kind of you see moves all over the place and sometimes goes opposite of the green one, is the sold. Little bit of a dip there, but if you look all the way across from way back at the beginning, 7 of 22, you'll see that 481 is still a pretty high average sale price sold for Stockton. So we're at a pretty high level here. And with that top one lining out, looks like that bottom one, the red one, will probably start lining out for us too at a pretty high number.
Yeah. It's interesting to see we've, at the end of 2022 on the chart here and the first part of 2023, home prices, dropped a little bit. They came down. There was a reduction in price, but since April of 2023, you can see it's really rebounded. It's gone from 428,000 to last month 481,000, and a lot of people are asking why our home prices continue to rise when rates are also climbing. Do you want to give them the answer to that?
I think it's back to our inventory again. Inventory is so low, we still have more buyers out there, even though we have less buyers and less sellers. Still have more buyers than we have sellers,
Yeah.
thus keeping the multiple offers going and driving the price up a little bit. So a little more inventory would help line all this out, and the interest rates will help that.
Yeah, with any product, if you continue to have more buyers than there are sellers, it's going to cause the price of the product to rise, and that's exactly what we've seen since April of this year. And only time will tell if prices are going to stay at this level or if they're going to retreat a little bit back down. We'll keep an eye on that every single month.
Let's see which way. We know the interest rates are probably going to drop a little bit here in the near future, or we're hoping that for sure. And numbers show that they probably will. But then how fast will the inventory come up versus that? Because that could change things a lot too.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that just mentally, and you guys let me know in the comments below, if rates were to fall, they're around 8 right now, if they were to fall around 6, 6.25, would that cause you to do the thing that you want to do? Either buy, sell your home. What rate, put it in the comments below, would you consider making that move again? It's a poll in the middle of our video here, but let us know in the comments below. And we got one more slide for you, but if you want to continue watching our videos, please hit that subscribe button right down below so you make sure to see them. Let's jump to the next slide.
And on this chart, you'll see in the blue, pretty lining up there. That's days on market. That's how long that house takes to sell.
Yeah.
Going across 4 months, 26, 27, 24, and 25. It's, the lack of inventory obviously is keeping that low, but that's a real low number. There are places across the nation that are
Much higher,
in the
yeah.
hundreds. Yeah, I've seen in the 100s. So good and healthy, but more listings would be needed. What about that red line, David?
Yeah, red line across the top is the list to sales price ratio, meaning how much on average is our homes getting based upon their list price. And last month in September was 98%, so just slightly under the asking price. The month before that, 99%, and a couple months before that at 100%. So any given listing out there on the marketplace is selling right at or right around the asking price. Some higher, some a little bit lower, but we're not. This is a piece of data that we track that shows us the temperature of the market, the heat of the market, whether we're getting a lot of multiple offers, or sellers taking price cuts. So this list to sales price ratio is a very important one for us to monitor the heat of the market. So if you want to continue to see what this list to sales price ratio is in further months, continue to watch these videos, or you can always reach out to me and reach out to us, and we can quickly look up this stats and these data for you to educate you on what's going on in the marketplace.
Absolutely. Question here. 100% 3 months ago, 98 today. I know that's not much of a drop, but a little bit. And we just talked about we're getting multiple offers and we're driving the prices up. So why is it 2% lower?
Yeah, it's last month was 1%. The last few months before that is right at it. I think that's not a huge change to me. It just maybe just last month there were some might have been some overpriced listings that were priced too high, and then finally somebody came in and maybe made an offer at their true value and it sold. So it's this bit of a drop isn't too significant or scary for me.
Heck no, 98% is great. So price them right, they'll sell at 100%. If you don't, you might have to make an adjustment.
Absolutely. So guys, thanks so much for watching this month's housing market update for the city of Stockton. Like I said, if you want to see all of our videos here on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button right down below. And we'd love to hear some comments, your feedback on where you think the market is going. Put them in the comments below, and we'll see you on our next video.